The Wellness Revolution: Why Black Women Entrepreneurs Are Redefining Success on Their Own Terms. Thank you all for being here today. I'm truly honored to stand before you to share insights that have fundamentally changed how I view entrepreneurship, success, and well being. I recently had the extraordinary privilege of interviewing Candis McDowell, a visionary whose work is transforming the landscape for Black women entrepreneurs across America. Candice isn't just researching or documenting trends, she's actively dismantling outdated paradigms and building entirely new frameworks that center both achievement and wellness. Her revolutionary approach has sparked a movement that's redefining what sustainable success looks like for an entire generation of business leaders. Through her groundbreaking work, Candis has created spaces where thousands of Black women entrepreneurs can thrive authentically without sacrificing their health on the altar of success. We've all heard the statistics about entrepreneurial growth in America, but today I want to share something that might shock you, something that should shock you. While Black women are starting businesses at a faster rate than any other demographic group in the United States, a fact often celebrated, only 1 in 4 have access to the resources and capital needed to truly thrive. 1 in 4. Let that sink in for a moment. This statistic shatters a fundamental myth many of us have been sold, that entrepreneurial momentum alone guarantees success. That if you just work hard enough, hustle enough, sacrifice enough of yourself, the American dream will materialize before your eyes. But the reality, it's far more complex, far more challenging, and far more unjust. What Candice McDowell's work reveals with startling clarity is that systemic barriers require us not just to hustle harder, but to completely reimagine what sustainable success looks like. This means centering wellness, community, and innovative leadership models rather than simply replicating traditional business blueprints that were never designed with Black women in mind. Consider this question: what if the conventional metrics of business success are fundamentally incomplete? What if growth at all costs isn't just unsustainable, but actively destructive? The truth is, we've been sold a dangerously narrow narrative about success. We celebrate the entrepreneur who works 80-hour weeks, who sacrifices sleep, relationships, and mental health at the altar of business growth. We glorify the hustle, the grind, the relentless pursuit of more, bigger, faster. But what Candice McDowell's research with Black women entrepreneurs reveals is that this model isn't just broken, it's breaking people, it's breaking communities, it's breaking potential. Let me share 3 revolutionary insights from our conversation that fundamentally challenge how we think about entrepreneurship. First, sustainable entrepreneurship for Black professionals isn't just about growth metrics. It's about self preservation, mental health, and building businesses that nourish both founders and communities. The radical idea here is that wellness isn't separate from business success, it's the foundation upon which true, lasting success is built. Second, leveraging digital tools and technology can be a game changer for reaching customers, scaling operations, and telling authentic stories, even when traditional funding remains frustratingly out of reach. Technology becomes not just a tool, but a democratizing force that can help level a playing field that has been uneven for generations. Third, collective support systems, whether through mentorship programs or wellness focused communities, are essential for overcoming structural barriers. No one succeeds alone. Thriving ecosystems matter as much as individual drive. This challenges the American myth of the solo entrepreneur battling against all odds. These insights might sound straightforward, but they represent a profound shift in how we conceptualize entrepreneurial success. They challenge the individualistic sacrifice everything mentality that dominates business culture, a culture that has been particularly harmful to Black women. Let me bring these principles to life through the stories of three remarkable entrepreneurs Candis shared with me. Dawn Kelly launched the Nourish spot with her daughter after an abrupt departure from corporate America. But this isn't just another juice bar in Queens, New York. It's a health hub focused on community nourishment in an area where access to healthy food options was desperately needed. Dawn faced significant challenges, limited access to capital after her corporate exit, and the need to stand out in a crowded market where businesses with similar concepts but greater resources often dominate. What did she do? She leveraged digital tools like Google Business Profile and Instagram, not just for marketing, but for real time community engagement. She partnered with local economic development programs, turning potential competitors into collaborators. The result? Increased foot traffic, jobs created for local youth, and mentorship opportunities established in a community that desperately needed both. Dawn transformed an unexpected career setback into an opportunity by focusing on holistic health in her neighborhood. She grew from startup phase into a recognized community anchor supported by city initiatives. Her story demonstrates how technology can democratize business growth while fostering local empowerment among Black entrepreneurs. But here's what's particularly striking about Dawn's approach. She didn't just build a business, she built a sustainable ecosystem that nourishes her community while also nourishing herself. She rejected the notion that success requires self sacrifice. Instead, she embodied the revolutionary idea that true success creates ripples of wellness that extend outward. Then there's Cassandra Hill, who founded Holistic Living Consulting after witnessing firsthand the devastating toll of burnout among herself and her peers as they pursued entrepreneurial goals. Cassandra endured emotional exhaustion due to the relentless hustle culture that permeates professional circles of Black women founders, a culture that often demands twice the work for half the recognition. Her solution was radical in its simplicity. She centered wellness as non negotiable by offering faith based coaching blended with herbal remedies. She emphasized transparency about struggles over the perfectionism that so many entrepreneurs feel pressured to project. The outcomes were transformative. She helped clients prioritize healing over grind culture and sparked honest conversations around boundaries in business life. After personal experiences of neglecting self care during her rise as an entrepreneur, experiences that left her physically ill and emotionally depleted, Hill shifted focus toward holistic well being for herself first, then others. She built credibility through national media features and expanded reach via virtual sessions during pandemic years. Her impact, she catalyzed a broader movement challenging toxic work norms among Black female leaders. And finally, there's Jasmine Marie, founder of Black Girls Breathing. Jasmine created accessible breathwork sessions tailored specifically for Black women navigating stress from both entrepreneurship and daily life pressures. She saw a lack of safe spaces where professional Black women could process trauma without stigma or judgment, and limited access due to cost and location constraints typical of wellness services elsewhere. Her solution was brilliantly simple yet profoundly effective. She launched virtual breathwork offerings at scale through partnerships with global brands and prioritized affordability so all could participate regardless of income level. The results speak for themselves. Over 16,000 participants reached globally since launch, demonstrating high demand for culturally attuned mental health support. Jasmine's own journey included coping mechanisms developed out of necessity before formalizing them into collective healing practices shared widely online. She built a robust online following plus recognition from leading wellness organizations worldwide. Her impact has expanded the conversation around mental health equity within entrepreneurship circles. These stories share a common thread. They challenge the conventional wisdom that success requires sacrifice of self. Instead, they suggest something far more revolutionary, that true sustainable success requires nourishment of self. This is where we need to pause and reconsider some fundamental assumptions about work, success, and fulfillment. For decades, we've operated under the belief that more is better: more hours worked, more growth, more sacrifice, more hustle. But what if that equation is fundamentally flawed? What if less stress, less burnout, less sacrifice actually leads to more sustainable success? The data from Candice McDowell's research suggests exactly that. When Black women entrepreneurs prioritize wellness alongside growth, they build businesses that are not just profitable, but sustainable. When they create boundaries instead of breaking themselves, they develop models that can endure beyond the next quarter or the next year. This isn't just good for individual entrepreneurs, it's good for entire communities. Because when a business leader burns out, it's not just one person who suffers, it's employees, customers, families, and entire communities that bear the cost. As Candice shared with me, what when the words choose you, it's a forever thing. This profound statement speaks to the calling many entrepreneurs feel, a mission that extends beyond profit margins. But honoring that calling requires sustainability, it requires nourishment, it requires a new definition of success. So, what does this mean for you, whether you're an entrepreneur, an aspiring business owner, or simply someone navigating your own career path? It means questioning the narrative that success requires sacrifice of self. It means recognizing that wellness isn't a luxury, it's essential infrastructure for sustainable achievement. It means building support systems and communities that nourish rather than deplete. For Black women entrepreneurs specifically, it means acknowledging the unique challenges you face while also recognizing your unique strengths. It means leveraging technology and community to overcome barriers to capital and resources. It means defining success on your own terms, not terms handed down by systems that weren't built with you in mind. For allies and supporters, it means recognizing that the playing field isn't level and working actively to change that. It means investing in Black women owned businesses, mentoring aspiring entrepreneurs, and challenging systems that perpetuate inequity. And for all of us, it means embracing a more holistic vision of success, one that values wellness alongside wealth, community alongside competition, and sustainability alongside growth. I stand before you today with a challenge to disrupt the very foundation of how we think about success, entrepreneurship, and well being. Will you join the revolution that Candice McDowell and these remarkable entrepreneurs are leading? Will you have the courage to redefine success on your own terms? Will you prioritize your wellness as fiercely as you pursue your goals? Because here's the truth: we don't just need more businesses, we need more sustainable businesses. We don't just need more entrepreneurs, we need more well entrepreneurs. We don't just need more success stories, we need more success stories that don't come at the cost of someone's well being. This isn't just about business strategy. This is about human dignity. This is about creating systems that allow people to thrive, not just survive. This is about recognizing that true success isn't measured quarterly, it's measured in generations. The revolution begins with a simple but profound shift, recognizing that taking care of yourself isn't separate from success. it is success. What will you do tomorrow to nourish yourself as you pursue your dreams? How will you redefine success to include your well being? The world doesn't just need your work, it needs your wellness, it needs your whole, healthy, vibrant self. The revolution is here and it starts with you. Thank you.